Hey everyone, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing the Authortube Newbie Tag 2.0. That wasn't 2.0. 2.0. 2.0. The Authortube Newbie Tag 2.0. That's what we're going to be doing today. The original was created by Jenna Streety. I will link her video down in the box below. She was the original creator of the original Newbie Tag, and despite the fact I did that maybe a month ago, I'm going to do this one as well. Because let's move on to the questions. Number 1, what is your book's pitch? If you have multiple works, pick your favourite one. I did have a pitch for my book. I clearly remember writing one. I cannot find it for the life of me, and it's really annoying me because it took me ages to write this pitch. I don't know why, because it was like 25 words, but for some reason that's more difficult than writing an entire novel. So the elevator pitch for my YA urban fantasy. A teenage girl finds out she's half human, half angel, and has to figure out how to fit into her new world while fighting an ancient evil. It's not as good as my last one. My last one was awesome. Number 2, if you were a book, how would you pitch yourself? If I were a book, how would I pitch myself? That's an awesome question, Jenna Streety. Why did I not read these questions before I started answering them? Tired mum of 4 kids procrastinates while hoping to find time in the day to write. Eh? That was good. I like that. Number 3, what do you usually write? Usually, I only write novels. I did poetry and screenwriting and all of that jazz back when I was at university. Haven't touched it since. I've never written a short story. I can't do it. I've never written, well, not since university. I've never written a novella. It's always novels because my imagination just explodes, and it's always fantasy novels as well because I love fantasy. I find them easier to write because you get to make stuff up. Right. Number 4, what is something that you will never write? Horror. No, romance. Horror and romance. I can't stand horror in general. Don't like scary movies. Don't read the books. Keep it away from me, and YA ruined romance for me. Well, YA and my own cynicism. Number 5, what is your goal for starting an Authortube channel? To be fair, obviously it's to grow my brand, and secondly, and I think most importantly for me, is to engage more with the writer community, to actually make some writerly friends, because I don't have any. I've never had any writerly friends. That's a lie. I've had one writerly friend who I met during NaNoWriMo in 2016, 2017, one of those 2 years. And we communicated for like an entire year. And I'm like, yeah, cool, I've got a friend I can talk to about our works in progress and stuff, and stress about how horrible it is being a writer. And we just lost touch. You know, whether she's still out there or not doing her writing on social media, I have absolutely no idea. But, you know, I miss it. So that's, I suppose, one of the main reasons I joined, was to get to know all you fabulous people, because there are some fabulous people on here, and just to get myself and my journey out there. Share and share alike, guys. Yeah. Number 6, what made you want to start writing? You know what? I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you. It was that long ago. I have been writing since I was 14 years old. That's more than half my life. And while I can vaguely remember everything I've actually ever written, I could not tell you why I wanted to start writing in the first place. So it just happened one day. I don't know, big imagination, always coming up with things. I started writing. Thought being an author would be cool. Number 7, what is your publishing path? Self-publish, traditionally publish, hybrid, haven't decided yet, or just for fun. It's set in my mind that I want to be traditionally published, because that is what has been on my mind since I first wanted to become an author, you know, years and years ago. And despite the fact I know how difficult it is, that is still the path that I want to take. Will I self-publish if it doesn't happen? Possibly, but you know, we'll see where it goes when the time comes. Number 8, what content do you bring to the Authortube table? Originally, more advicey videos. I'm sort of trying to steer away from that mainly, and I'm moving into vlogs of my personal writer's journey. But getting a handle on vlogging while looking after 4 kids is a little bit difficult. So I'm getting there. I've got lots and lots of stuff planned, so hopefully I'll be able to get it out. I've currently got a writing series called Novel With Me, which is where I talk about planning and outlining a novel from start to finish, including writing, which is mostly for me because I am doing that journey. But you know, it also gives some personal opinions and hints and tips about how to do certain things like structuring a story and creating characters and things like that. And yeah, making it more about me. Number 9, what is your biggest writing struggle? Writing. No, that's not. Finding the time to write. So I'm a massive procrastinator. I always have been, I always will be. I can't break out of it. So I always used to be like, oh, I don't have the time to write. Like, I do have the time to write. Like, that was just an excuse because I was busy, but I wasn't being productive. I have 4 kids now, and they're all under the age of 8, and one of them's 6 months old. So when I say I don't have the time to write, like, I literally don't have the time to write during the day anymore. It's very rare that I'll get to sit down for an extended period of time and actually do a good writing session, unless all 4 of them are in bed. So finding the time and finding the motivation after, you know, kid stuff since 6 a.m. is a very big struggle, and it's one that I'm constantly trying to overcome, and I'm constantly trying to find new ways for me to get writing in during the day, to, I don't know, motivate myself in order to want to do this writing thing. I always do it eventually, but yeah, I need more of that oomph to get stuff done. Number 10, what is your best writing skill? See, I used to think it was dialogue. I was like, I suck at doing plot, because I suck at doing plot. But, you know, dialogue was my strength. Apparently dialogue is not my strength, according to my beta readers. Apparently my characters are my strength, which I suppose after a 5th draft, they would seem like the strength that I have. If it's a first draft, probably not. I think my best writing skill is plot. Not plotting. I can't plot and structure to save my life, but coming up with ideas, finding ways around plot holes, being able to have a character in a situation and go, okay, they can do A, B, C, D, E. Brainstorming, that's the word. Brainstorming. I am fantastic at brainstorming. Number 11/12. If you're new to Authortube, what is your biggest Authortube question? How do you guys communicate with each other? I mean, seriously. I mean, I'm on Tumblr and I'm on Twitter, and like, there's DMs and there's messages, and you just tweet people, right? And I don't own Facebook, so I can't actually like join the Facebook page, and not even this is going to force me to do it. I've rejected it for 20 years. I'm going to keep rejecting it until I die. So what other ways are there that is not the Facebook page to communicate and chat with other authortubers on YouTube that is also just not replying to comments in the comment section. That's my biggest query, because I want to make friends and I want to get to know you all, but doing it through the comment section is a tad difficult. Number 13. Are you looking for any other channels to follow? Betas, CPs or other types of writing buddies? If so, tell us who you're looking for and connect with them in the comments. So, not really. Writing buddies, I need you. I need to talk about my stuff. I want to talk about your stuff. I want to just connect. That's my biggest wish, dream in life. And my husband didn't get it for me for my birthday, so it's down to me and you guys. Help a tired mum out. Am I looking for any betas or CPs at the moment? I'm not, because I'm smack bang at the beginning of rewriting one novel, and I don't want to get into starting rereads or revisions for my second novel. I still have to finish my third novel. I might possibly start looking for CPs or alpha readers for my fourth novel. Don't ask. Which I'm planning to do for November NaNoWriMo this year. So, one and all, I'm looking for all of you. 14. What are you most excited for during this new fresh start on Authortube? I think I'm looking forward to focusing more on the important things, at least to me. When I first joined Authortube, I was like, right, okay, so this is where people will go to get writing advice. So writing advice videos are the way to go. They're not the way to go. So I think the thing I'm most excited for is sharing my journey with you guys, doing my vlogs, and fingers crossed getting to know all of you better. So those are all of the Authortube Newbie Tag 2.0 questions and my answers. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Good thoughts and happy writing.